Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have this 2021 Toyota Camry and we're going to do the Chrome Delete installation for the door panels. So this is how it looks before the installation and this is how it looks after the installation. So link for the product will be down in the description below, but with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So before starting the installation, we want to make sure we clean the panel that we're going to be working on. So just spray slip solution onto a clean microfiber towel and then just make sure you remove all of the contaminants that may be on the door panels. And then once you're done cleaning each panel, the next thing is to make sure each panel is dry as well, because we recommend a dry installation for this. So when you receive your kit, the longer piece will be for the front upper panel. So like with any other Chrome Delete installation, you want to start off from one end and then work your way to the other end. So with this one, just align right on the edge where the chrome is about to end. So roughly around there. And then once you have it aligned, use the bottom side of the chrome as a guide and you just continue until you reach to this end. Okay, and once you have installed everything is aligned on the bottom, if you need to fix any section you can, just make sure when you're lifting the film you don't accidentally pull it. You just want to lift, tack it back down into position. But if everything's good, just grab your squeegee and start tacking down each section. And then for this edge here, just grab your blade and trim off the excess material. And then if you have material on the top layer of the panel, that material you could either tuck in onto the chrome itself or you could trim it off depending how you like the design. But for this one, we're just gonna tuck in to cover the chrome pieces on top. Once you either tuck in or trim off any excess material, the last thing you can do is just use a heat gun and pass the heat all around each edge and on the center as well. That way we start sealing the decal onto the chrome panel. And if you're wondering what kind of heat settings to use for a heat gun, if it's just a 2 setting, we usually use the low setting. That way we don't accidentally burn the film. So it's recommended to use the lowest setting to post heat the film. Okay, and then once you're done, you just move on with the next installation, and it's just rinse and repeat. Start from one end, follow along the line underneath to cover the chrome. Once you're at the end, trim off excess material, and after that, just use heat to tuck in any edges or trim off any excess material. So just do rinse and repeat for the remaining 3 pieces here. So I recommend starting from this end. That way, once you reach the other end, you just trim off any excess material. So when installing the upper piece, it is going to cut out right on the edge here because the chrome itself has a cutout for this section here. So once you get here, place it, and then once you place it, just trim it off where the cutout is for the quarter window here. So I'll show you right now. Just align it, finish installing it. Once you finish installing it, just tack it down. So this is the cutout of this section of the quarter window that I'm talking about. So when you feel it, you feel the cutout. So with this one, you could either leave it as is, but if you do, you're just gonna overlap the other film here, or you could trim it off with your blade. But if you do decide to trim it off, just make sure you're trimming off where the cutout is, because if you miss it, you might accidentally expose the chrome. So just lightly pass the blade where the cutout is, just hold it down, and then it should just come off. And it's right on the cutout. So when you install a quarter window piece, you do the same thing. So once you end up here, you're gonna see that the film overlaps. So you could just trim it off or let it overlap. It might look different if overlap, so just trim it off. So this bottom piece is gonna be the same as this top piece. It is gonna have the cutout here as well because of the quarter window. So the same steps we did for this one, we'll just do it for this one. And then once we get to this end, you just trim it off right on the cutout here. So just align it and work your way to the other end. Tack it down. And then once you tack everything down, find the cutout and then just trim it off. And then just apply heat on both of these and then just finish off installing the last piece here. And now this piece. So with this one, I recommend starting from this end. That way you just align it and then trim off any excess material. Place it down. That way it has somewhere to hold. In the meantime, you're tacking this piece down. So you just want to align it right on the edge again. And then as long as you're covering the chrome, you should be good. And if you need to fix it, you just remove it. Lift it slowly. Do not pull because you might accidentally stretch it or tear the film. And then once you align it, just follow along with the design. So just make sure you're using the bottom half as a guide when you're covering the chrome. And that's it. And then just start tacking everything down. And then afterward, trim off the excess material on this end. So squeegee, let's start tucking everything in. And then for this section, you're gonna apply heat. That way you help the vinyl mold into this curve here. Once you're done tacking down, just trim off this excess material. From the looks of it right now, it looks fine overlapping. But like I said, if you don't like how it looks, you can trim it off right in the center here. But if you like the design, if you like how it looks with overlap, you could just leave it and you should be good. But if you don't, just trim it off right on the cutout here. Okay, and then once you're done installing every piece, the last thing to do is just post heating each section. That way the film starts sealing onto each panel and it doesn't lift over time. So just use your heat gun and go all around and post heat. Okay, so that concludes the installation video for the Chrome Delete for the Toyota Camry. Pretty simple installation. Start from one end and align it, and then just work your way, and then trim off any excess material, and afterwards just post heat all around. That way you secure the decal onto the panel. We hope that this installation helped you guys out. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, make sure you're subscribed and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.